And this is fine from Tech Gaming Villa. I hope you all are well. Today I'm going to talk about the brand new Samsung QN90D TV. This TV is an accomplished bright mini LED TV that's ideal for sports and also brilliant for gaming and movies. It has more affordable rivals such as Hygiene and TCL to contend with. And for some its premium price may be too high, but even so it's an excellent TV. This QN90D is fantastic motion handling for sports, detailed rich picture, well equipped for gaming. But the problem is it's pricey compared to the competition and minor backlight blooming and no Dolby Vision and HDR support. This QN90D is super mini LED TV that brings improved brightness and detail over its Samsung QN90C predecessor. It sits in an extremely competitive mini LED market alongside better value sets, but thanks to its performance, especially when it comes to viewing sports, it still ranks as one of the best TVs of 2024. If you are new in my channel, then please subscribe and press the bell icon for future notifications and upcoming videos. I have another channel named Awesome Tech Gaming Pro, where I upload similar kind of tech videos like TV comparison, sound system, home theater, graphics card. You can check and subscribe. Picture quality is mostly excellent on the Samsung QN90D. You clearly see the gaming performance is pretty nice in this TV. Its bright display gives colors and extra vibrancy while also maintaining a natural look. Look at the picture quality. It looks like a natural picture quality like Sony TV, but a bit cartoonish sometimes. Its contrast and black levels are consistently rich. Detail and textures are wonderfully refined and lifelike thanks to the clever processing and real depth enhancer Pro AI features. But it's motion where the QN90D shines, handling fast-moving pictures, especially sports, with ease. It ultimately doesn't have quite the same wow factor as the Sony Bravia 9, which rivals the best OLED TVs, but the QN90D's picture is still brilliant. Audio quality is also pretty good on the QN90D, and object tracking sound feature means sound accurately follows the on-screen action and bass is hefty and speech clear. Dolby Atmos effects extend beyond the screen, but the QN90D sound still feels held back in areas compared to the best TVs for sound. The QN90D yielded results of 2192 nits and 1297 nits peak brightness in filmmaker and standard picture modes, respectively, when measured on a 10% HDR white window pattern. This doesn't beat the likes of the Hygiene UA10 or TCL QM851G, which had a measured peak brightness of 2851 and 2859 nits, respectively, in their movie picture mode, but it's more than substantial enough to permit viewing in bright environments. The QN90D also yielded 659 and 680 nits in filmmaker and standard modes, respectively, when measured on a full screen HDR white window pattern. A result that easily beats most OLEDs, which typically top out at 300 nits on the same test. This makes it an ideal TV for daytime sports viewing. Another factor that benefits daytime and sports viewing is that there were minimal screen reflections even with harsh overhead lighting during my testing. When viewing lower resolution movies and TV shows, the QN90D displayed good 4K upscaling. Textures still could look slightly fuzzy on some content, but colors and details were improved more so than on the likes of budget mini LED TVs such as the Hygiene U79. Moving on to 4K HDR, the last ZD, the rays had bold HDR highlights, but also an accurate and natural look, avoiding oversaturation. The vivid colors of the costumes stood out against dark backdrops, with dresses during the someone in the crowd scene looking vivid but authentic. The QN90D's measured color accuracy averaged 1.65, a great result. HDR color gamut coverage was 70.1% and 93.2% for BT2020 and USD P3 respectively. A result in line with other mini LED TVs, although not as good as the Sony Bravia 9, which hit 95.8% USD P3 coverage. The Sony Bravia 9 is extremely good TV, and better than QN90D, I will say. The Batman to evaluate shadow detail, contrast and black levels throughout the QN90D demonstrated deep blacks and rich contrast, accurately balancing street lights and lamps against their dim surroundings. Shadow detail was also superb, with features in clothing and faces still on full display in dark scenes with no apparent black crush. Viewing the same scenes from the Batman in dimmer conditions, the QN90D still captured the gloomy tone of the movie well, demonstrating good backlight control overall in filmmaker mode with only minor glooming and a slight graying of black key tones. The QN90D also demonstrated great contrast and uniformity with black and white images. Scenes from Oppenheimer had a good balance between black and white tones, plus a wide range of gray tones in between, resulting in a dynamic looking image. I did notice some black crush here that wasn't apparent in the Batman, but it was only minor. Samsung's Real Depth Enhancer Pro feature, which was enabled throughout testing and across the reference scenes above, delivered impeccable detail and lifelike textures on the QN90D. Regardless of viewing conditions, facial features, clothing detail, and landscapes had a near 3D-like quality with a sharpness that looked natural. I have only seen better detail on OLED TVs such as the Samsung S95D. Motion handling was excellent for the sports. Watching streams of soccer and rugby, intense sequence and fast panning camera shots were expertly handled. Even with motion smoothing off, judder and blur were kept to a minimum. The QN90D follows in the footsteps of its predecessor. The Samsung QN90 see as one of the best TVs on 2023, but QN90D surpasses that. Motion in movies was also well handled in filmmaker mode with all motion settings turned off by default. I did notice slight contrast fade and backlight blooming when the QN90D was viewed from an extreme angle, but it was minimal compared to other mini LED TVs. The Samsung QN90D doesn't quite take the prize for 2024's most impressive mini LED TV picture owing to the release of the Sony Bravia 9. It also faces a stiff competition from the TCL QM851G, the TCL C855 and the Hisense UA10, but it's an impressive TV nonetheless. So what's your thought about this Samsung QN90D TV? Do you think this TV is good? I think this is a very good TV, but it's pricey. The TCL may be the better choice. If I say the TCL should be the better choice, if you have lower budget, then you can go for TCL QM851G. So tell me your thoughts about this TV. Please write in the comments below. That's it from now.